Hello all. So today I wanted to make a pay video for you all. Now, if you have been on my channel long enough, you'll know that I compared the salaries between school counselors and school psychologists in a previous video. Now, I want to compare licensed clinical social workers and genetic counselors to see who comes out on top. Before I get started on the salary, I want to give you all a brief description of both of the fields. And if you guys want to, you can check out my videos that I've made about licensed clinical social workers and genetic counselors. I will link those videos in the description below. I want to first say that in order to practice as a genetic counselor or a licensed clinical social worker, you have to have at least a master's degree. And I would say to check with your state licensing boards for other requirements for licensure. Now let's get into it. Genetic counselors assess individual or family risk for a variety of inherited conditions such as genetic disorders and birth defects. They provide information and support to other healthcare providers or to individuals or families concerned with the risk of inherited conditions. Genetic counselors identify specific genetic disorders or risks through the study of genetics. A genetic disorder or syndrome is inherited. For parents who are expecting children, counselors use genetics to predict whether a baby is likely to have hereditary disorders such as Down syndrome or cystic fibrosis, among others. Genetic counselors also assess the risk for an adult to develop diseases with a genetic component, such as certain forms of cancer. Now let's find out what a licensed clinical social worker is. These are social workers who are licensed to diagnose and treat mental, behavioral, and emotional disorders. They provide individual, group, family, and couples counseling. They work with clients to develop strategies to change behavior or cope with difficult situations. And they refer clients to other resources or services such as support groups or other mental health professionals. Clinical social workers can develop treatment plans with clients, doctors, and other healthcare professionals and may adjust the treatment plan if necessary based on their client's progress. They may work in a variety of specialties. Clinical social workers who have not completed 2 years of supervised work are often called master's level social workers. So which profession pays more? Well, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and this is according to the 2018 median pay, genetic counselors earned $80,370 per year, which amounts to $38.64 per hour. Now, in order to confirm that genetic counselors earn at least $80,000 a year, I wanted to check a few other sources. So I checked on explorehealthcareers.org, which provides a lot of information on various medical careers and allied health careers. Now, according to explorehealthcareers.org, the average salary for a genetic counselor is $91,318. Now, that is an $11,000 difference from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But to find out if either figure was correct or accurate, I checked actual job listings. Now, I first wanted to check on Indeed, and the first posting that I came across is a genetic counselor for the University of Oklahoma, and they are saying that they pay up to $74,300 a year. Now, that is a little bit below both figures that we saw on the Bureau of Labor Statistics website and explorehealthcareers.org. The next posting I came across was a genetic counselor for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services for Montgomery County, Maryland, and they are paying $86,335 to $133,465 per year. After checking Indeed, I jumped on to governmentjobs.com because they always have really good job postings. Now, San Jose metropolitan area, California is hiring for a genetic counselor 1 and a genetic counselor 2. Genetic counselor 1 has a salary range of $98,997.60 to $119,839.20 annually. Genetic Counselor 2 has a salary range of $109,480.80 to $132,460.64 annually. The third posting I came across on Indeed was a genetic counselor position for the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, the salary range was $59,168 to $88,014 per year. So, how does a licensed clinical social worker stack up against a genetic counselor? Well, according to Salary.com, the average licensed clinical social worker salary in the United States is $70,126 as of February 26, 2020, but the range typically falls within $64,638 and $75,792. Of course, I wanted to confirm this number, so again, I went on to explorehealthcareers.org. Now, keep in mind that this may include other social workers and not just licensed clinical social workers. Regardless, they have an average salary of $41,000 to $71,000. Of course, I wanted to further dig to see if this number was correct. According to U.S. News, clinical social workers earn a median salary of $56,200, which falls within the $41,000 to $71,000 range we saw on explorehealthcareers.org, and it falls below the $64,000 to $75,000 range we saw on salary.com. So it is safe to say that a licensed clinical social worker can earn anywhere from $41,000 to $75,000 on average. And of course, in order to confirm that these numbers were actually correct, I took to the job postings. Since I had job postings from the states of Utah, Maryland, and California for genetic counselors, I searched for jobs in the same states for licensed clinical social workers. The first LCSW position I came across is in San Jose, California, and they are paying $82,400 a year. The next position comes from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and they have a salary range of $68,500 to $73,000 annually. Now, there are two positions that I came across on Indeed for the state of Utah. And the first one is in St. George, Utah, paying from $55,661 to $63,461. The next one is in Salt Lake City, Utah, with a pay range from $53,000 to $55,000 a year. As you can see, the salary range for both genetic counselors and licensed clinical social workers will range depending on the state you live in. Other factors to keep in mind are the type of setting you work in and the size of the company. Licensed clinical social workers do have the potential to earn as much as a genetic counselor depending on the aforementioned factors. However, genetic counselors' salary range of $80,370 to $91,318 is higher than that of licensed clinical social workers who have an average salary of $41,000 to $75,000 per year. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please recommend some professions you like me to create a pay video for. Thank you for watching, and I will be back soon with more videos.